Kia ora, still some windy weather around the middle part of the country as we head through the rest of Tuesday. And we're going to find some pretty unsettled weather making its way up, particularly that eastern side of the South Island as we go through the rest of the afternoon as well. You can see as this cold front runs northwards, it brings some showers, some thunderstorms, perhaps some hail in towards Canterbury, and we will also find some pretty strong, cold southerly winds, particularly around those exposed parts of Banks Peninsula. Wet weather around that western side of the South Island will ease through the daytime, but I think we are going to find it's a bit of a cooler one as we head through the night. As we head in towards the night time tonight, Tuesday and towards the early hours of Wednesday, we'll find those southerly winds push that wet weather up towards the north side. It does weaken away a little bit, but we will find it does clear away from the likes of, say, Canterbury through the night time, leaving us, though, with those southerly winds, particularly around the likes of Banks Peninsula, a rather blustery story there. For Wellington and the Wairarapa, we'll keep hold of some pretty strong northwesterlies, perhaps even reaching a severe gale in the most exposed areas, and gusts 100, 110 kilometres an hour as we go through the rest of Tuesday afternoon. This watch runs right the way through till 10 p.m. on Tuesday. But it's southerly winds that'll be causing the problems for Banks Peninsula, coming right up from the south end, making it feel a fair bit colder as we go through the afternoon for the likes of Banks Peninsula, while that wetter weather on that western coast will start to ease off as we go through the afternoon. Get more information about these watches and any warnings on the Met Service website as we head through towards Wednesday. It is a quieter feeling day. We've still got a few showers to watch out for, mainly up about the ranges of the likes of, say, the Bay of Plenty, that eastern side. But I think for many of us, we should find it's a drier day. It's a little bit on the cooler side, especially down south, where we'll find our temperatures go from about 25 Tuesday afternoon to around about 15 or so. But I think generally, a bit of a quieter story for Wednesday and also through in towards Thursday as well. For the North Island, we'll start off with a little bit more cloud and perhaps a bit of patchy rain from, say, southern Taranaki southwards. But for places like Wellington, it will improve through the daytime. A bit of patchy cloud for the afternoon, but generally getting better and brighter. A few of those showers making their way up through Hawke's Bay and Gisborne, but for the afternoon, they become more confined towards those coastal areas and some brighter skies returning towards that eastern coast. And for areas like, say, Auckland and down towards Waikato, once you get rid of any early showers in the morning, most of the time it's looking at pretty fine and dry. Just watching out for a few afternoon showers through parts of the Bay of Plenty, down in towards Rotorua and perhaps skirting Taupo. Now, in terms of our temperatures, it's a little bit cooler around that eastern coast, and we will see as we go through Tuesday, 19s and 20s. But up towards Northland, we should find temperatures up to 21 degrees Celsius in Whangarei. A fine looking story there. Down on towards the South Island, we have got a bit more in the way of showery weather through parts of, the northern parts of Western, up towards Buller as we go through the morning time. With some of those showers perhaps just creeping a little bit closer towards the Nelson coast through the morning. But I think down south, there's plenty of clear sky and plenty of settled weather. It will be a little bit on the cooler side, but I think we are looking at a brighter, drier day down across the likes of, say, Canterbury and Otago. Just seeing a little bit more cloud returning, though, as we head through the afternoon. Like I say, our temperatures will be a little bit cooler. Places like Christchurch reaching highs of 15 degrees Celsius. Not particularly cold overnight, but back down widely into single figures as we head through towards the early hours of Thursday. Now for Thursday, high pressure pretty much dominates the weather. For many of us, it's a drier looking day. It's not completely dry. You can see we've still got a few showers around. And I think we'll keep a bit more cloud around that eastern side of the South Island. As we head in towards Friday, we'll find a little bit more cloud just pushing on towards the North Island as well. But it's really that next feature out towards the Tasman Sea we'll be keeping a close eye on, but that's set to stay away through Friday and arrive on our western shores of the South Island as we head in towards Saturday. And that's it from me. This is from metservice.com.